Hello, my lovely Cancers, Sun, Moon, Rising, welcome. This is your reading for the week of July 26th, 27th, or when you hear it and it resonates. So, my dears, the first thing that I see is I don't usually see you as a crab, but I'm seeing you as a crab. And I'm seeing you on the floor, this little crab, and you're going backwards, you're ejecting, so you're just, but you're not even going sideways, you're going backwards. And usually crabs go sideways, but you're going backwards like and it's literally almost as though I could see this imaginary hand going, no, stop. Then I heard the song, Spice Girls, Stop Right Now. And I read the song because I never knew the whole song. And what it says is, stop right now. Thank you very much. I need somebody with a human touch. And I feel like this is very much about what your reading is about today. Because that sense that I got was this no. The first card that I pulled for you was say yes after the no song. So here we go. Today, say yes, thank you to everything harmless or beneficial that anyone offers you, even if you don't need or want it. You can pass it along to someone else or graciously take a rain check. Is it a compliment? Say yes, thank you, and soak it in. And I feel like this is what Spirit is encouraging you to do. It's not even, as it is on the card, of course, it's a literal exercise, but when we put it in with everything else, what it feels to me like now is that Spirit is saying, you know, no can be an attitude, a no to life, a no to change, just a no, where there's a stop of energy there or a pushing away of something coming towards you. And so what Spirit is saying is, can you get in the habit of having a yes attitude, a yes to possibility? It doesn't have to be yes to a specific thing, but can you say yes to possibility? If you find yourself imagining in a love situation or the possibility of a future love, do you find yourself stopping short and in your mind going, it doesn't even have to be a no, but it just might be a da, 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 boom. And you don't let yourself go further for some reason. Can you say, yeah, you know what? What would be, what would be nice? Maybe I'll let myself imagine that. That's very different than just fade out. We don't want you to fade out. We don't want you to scuttle back. We don't want you to scuttle sideways. The other important thing that's relevant, I feel, because it's really actually, I think the first time I've looked this up, is that it felt really important to know how a crab protected itself when it was molting. Because, of course, molting is about change. Molting is about growth. And so what I understood is that it makes perfect sense when I think of it in terms of the emotionality and the sensitivity of the Cancer sign. When crabs molt, they have to start growing their new shell before they get rid of the old one. But it's paper thin. And what they'll do is, again, it's quite painful. It's difficult for them because it's not just the shell, it's everything. Their organs, their gills, everything that has to grow a new lining before everything can be ejected. And what they'll do then is they'll pump it up with water before it hardens into a shell. So they'll have this very, very soft and supple shell that they have grown. They've grown this underneath the hard shell that they are about to eject. And then when they eject the shell, they are in a very, very vulnerable position until their outer skin hardens into a shell. They pump it up when it's still flexible with water. They pump it up with water while it's still flexible, and then it hardens into a shell. But that phase is very, very, very vulnerable for them. And that is apparently when a lot of crabs will die. So, what does this mean and why am I seeing this for you? This is not saying, be careful, you might. What it's saying is, hey, you know what? I think it's relating to the fact that we've just come through a really, really difficult Mercury retrograde in Cancer. A lot of emotions have come up. There is the need to rest. There is the need to let your emotions process. And this is what you do need to do. But can you do it with a yes attitude? That this is not just, I'm hunkering down, I'm holding in, I'm saying no while while I do this work. It's like I'm doing this work. I am doing this work. And it's not a no while I'm doing this work. It might have felt like a no while you were doing the work. And I think this is what you're being reminded of. It's not just saying no to life. It might be saying no to that kind of thing, because I do want somebody with a human touch. That's a yes. That's a forward yes. So can you, if you're still in this process, because I think some of us who have a lot of Cancer energy in our systems are probably still processing some things, coming out of it. You might have felt it on a very physical level too. Please don't be disheartened by it. Please, what you're getting here is take humor, be humorous, take some kindness, laugh if you can, lift your energy. That's a way of keeping the yes in your energy. Understand that this is a process of faith, that this is a process of self-discovery, right? This is you moving inward, and you've been in this process for a while, and it's been incremental, sometimes with huge leaps, and sometimes it's been slower. But the other thing that they're just reminding me of, this piece that I read, and that is that crabs use the minerals from their old shells. They don't just toss them aside. They use them to build the new. And I feel that's what you're being told here is, it's okay if you're in this vulnerable state. It's okay if you're feeling this stuff. Can you understand that basically you get to harvest what you need from anything that's coming up for you to build towards the new? And you're being told, yes, take time, be quiet. And if you have got anything in you that is still, how do you want to put that? If you've got issues around being hurt, being let down, if you find yourself ruminating around about those things, if you have been, and if you still are, can you look at them? Are you able to take them out and put them in front of you and say, there's a feeling associated with this that is not making me happy, that is not serving my best interest. Do I need to give it one last review and then release it? Is there something else that I need in order to be able to get what I need out of it, and in order to be able to let go? And you're being told you've got faith and you've got prayerfully here. So it's like, for me, yeah, maintain that spiritual attitude and that spiritual aspect towards whatever's going on. Whether or not you're asking for help from the divine, I certainly ask for help from my guides. Sometimes I forget to. And you know what? Whenever I do, when I have forgotten and whenever I do, I always get it. It may not be immediately, but I always get it. And it may come sometimes through things that I don't even realize are messages in the moment. It's only after I realize, oh, that was placed there right for me then. Or, oh, I forgot I had that dream. Or, oh, look at that journal passage I just came across that I wrote last year. These are all interesting things for you to consider. But please remember, Cancers, whatever you're doing here, you're shedding the old, but the old has value. You are learning that your way of loving and your heart and your protection and your nose can be changed now, because you are now living from a different place. You're not living from a place of needing a hard exoskeleton in order to stay safe and protect your heart. Your heart is already protected. It is protected by your divine self, by your higher conscious mind. And as you lean more into that, and as you have a more yes attitude in general towards safety, towards faith, towards trust, this is where you are now able to really step into and be a lot more than a crab on the bottom of the ocean, and somebody who doesn't have to fear their vulnerability, okay? I love you very much. Take good care of yourselves.